for money for a new camera.
So we're doing a fundraiser in order to get a new camera.
Money to pay electricity bills.
Basically, need to come up with $220 before the day is through, or they're going to shut the power off in here.
Little birthday presents.
You wanted to. There are some things I'd like.
Or Amazon gift card vouchers.
$5 Amazon gift card. More if you want. Because, you can send me like $10,000 in Amazon money. That'd be good.
He even asked for people's money so he could fuck a prostitute.
So,
This never actually happened, and he bought a jacket with the money instead. I'm not even... So we're not talking about... No, there's nothing amazing about being an atheist. TJ himself is in fact an amazing waste of space.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brent King from God TV Radio. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. If it's one thing that the amazing atheist has proven is that atheists on a huge scale are absolutely stupid. He has proven without a doubt that they are not truly skeptics. They don't question anything. And the most important thing of all is he's proved that they have no moral fiber, not a bit of moral foundation whatsoever. I'm going to give you an example of something. I'm going to tell you some stories, and I'm going to back it up with video proof and audio and all that to show that the amazing atheist is not far from the tree whenever it comes to his father. And I'm also going to destroy some lies that some of his drunken peasant fans have tried to instill on the internet. Now, for those out there that don't know, the amazing atheist's father, Thomas James Kirk, was a super popular Christian. He was actually a president of one of those big giant churches out there, Mecca Church. And what he ended up doing is he felt that he could make some more money, not just off of the Christians that he was dealing with, but he decided to open up a school. And the school became so popular that they ended up opening more schools around the country, the United States of America. Now Kirk, the amazing atheist T.J. Kirk's father, they both share the same name, decided that he was going to go ahead and make artificial diplomas, fake diplomas that, imagine going to school 4 or 5 years and you are given a fake-ass certificate stating that you went through all these years, and then you go to try to get a job, and then they go to validate your diploma, and you find out it's not real, and everything that you worked for, everything you did, 5 years of your life is down the tube, and you end up with no home, no nothing, and all of your money is gone that you put into this. One of the most scariest things about society today, ladies and gentlemen, is how hard it is for young people to try to make it in this world. If they try to go to college or a university or something like Harvard or any of the shit, if they're even lucky to get in, they have to work for so many years and they have to pay money out of pocket. Usually their parents have to pay for it. And then these people end up in debt for half of their life or more. And a lot of these young people, they break under the stress. Some of them will even kill themselves because they feel like they've got no future. They get to a point where they don't know how they're going to make it. How the fuck does a person work all day long to try to pay their bills and feed themselves, and at the same time somehow do hours and hours on end of school just so some cocksucker like this can ruin their life? Give them fake credentials, make them work for years like a fucking mule just so they can be dropped and do nothing. And this is what TJ's father did. Now, according to some fans, they say, why do you bring up what the father did? TJ Kirk was a baby whenever his father was doing this shit. Even though TJ Kirk, in the first couple of years of doing YouTube, admitted that he worked for his father. He said he used to answer phone calls for him, that he would also go and do different errands for his father and all this. Let me show you some imagery of what TJ Kirk looked like. Here we go. This is a picture of TJ with his father, and this is the man he worked for. This is the man he worked for. Does TJ Kirk look like a little baby to you? Does he look like he's incompetent and is not able to do anything? Does this look like a baby sitting in a playpen to you? I'll tell you what it looks like to me. It looks like a giant fucking Wookiee from Star Wars hanging out with its Danny DeVito-looking father is what the hell I see. So he was perfectly capable of doing what his father wanted him to do. And in fact, it is actually mentioned on Wikipedia that this man actually participated in some of his father's actions. And it gets worse. If you continue to read the Wikipedia pages and the history, the public information put out there, it turns out that not only did TJ's father and himself do this, but his fucking mother participated in it, and she almost got in trouble for over $35 million. These assholes were swimming in money. Doing great. Doing fantastic. Then the father gets caught and gets put in jail for like 5 fucking years. 5 years. He'd thrown his life away to do that. He deserved a lot more. A lot of people felt like the man deserved a lot more. TJ has not once ever made a video where he feels any kind of remorse or sad for all those young people out there whatsoever. In fact, as soon as TJ Kirk started up on his Amazing Atheist channel, he almost immediately started requiring that his fans who watch him, even when he was only 5,000 to 8,000 subscribers in, he was already starting to say, send me money and I'll do a road trip and I'll travel around and I'll debate people and I'll come out and meet my fans and all this kind of shit. The road trip never happened. It wouldn't be until almost 15 years later when TJ and the drunken peasants would actually go out to these little bitty bars or dives and fucking maybe meet a few of them and give them some hugs and shake their hand and all that. After 15 years of taking people's money over and over and over and never showing up for a lot of these young people who are now older or not even alive anymore, he made promises and guarantees to. Then it gets worse. There was a lot of atheist kids out there who were losing their YouTube channels who supported the Amazing Atheist. TJ Kirk claimed to these kids that he was going to open up different websites, various websites where people would be able to upload their videos and be able to participate on something outside of YouTube. It has been known since the beginning on YouTube that YouTube wanted to become the next Netflix. They wanted to become the next streaming movies organization. And within 2 years from this day that I speak to you, I guarantee that the only thing you're going to see is Cobra Kai and bullshit TV shows created by YouTube, as well as some selling movies and television shows done by other companies. And they will phase out YouTubers. It will no longer be YouTube. It will be them too. And they've already done it to over 300,000 YouTubers already. So had TJ Kirk kept his promise to all those atheist fans and created a different website, an alternative media site, all the atheists would have had a place to go. But now, and just now, are there other alternative websites out there popping up, which TJ Kirk manages to post his videos on? And get this is beautiful. Besides the different video sites, after 8 times of lying to people and saying he was going to create that site and got thousands and thousands of dollars doing it, he finally claims that he's done something successful, that he's given the ability to make a video thing where he can advertise and do shout-outs for other YouTubers out there, providing they pay, of course. You know what this fucking moose does? Listen to what he does. He creates a YouTube channel called Not Productive that was supposed to be a website different and separate from YouTube. And he creates another YouTube channel and actually makes atheists pay him so he can copy their videos and upload them to his own fucking channel and make money off of it. He monetized himself on other atheists' videos. And as many of you know, he ends up going and doing Drunken Peasants, where, again, not only are they stealing atheist videos and talking about it and making money off of other people's shit, he starts doing it to Christians, and I'm one of the guys that he ended up fucking stealing over 85 videos and putting it on his own channel and making money off of it. And how did he make money? He played a minute of my video and then talked about how fat, stupid, and ugly I am, and that's how he made his money, along with his fans sending him money on Patreon and being monetized on fucking YouTube. Monetized on YouTube. The guy, according to Social Blade, was making $100,000, but for whatever reason, he felt that it was important that the fans pay him money in case anyone tries to sue him for stealing their fucking videos like Tommy Sotomayor, that he needed more money so he could take people to court for fucking fighting against him for stealing their videos. So the dumbass fans that the Amazing Atheist proved were stupid without a doubt actually sent him more money. It wasn't enough that he was making $100,000 in his YouTube account along with the budget that he was making with Drunken Peasants, monetized on both channels. He was also getting thousands of dollars on Patreon, and if that wasn't enough, he was now getting paid fucking extra for another fund in order to sue people that tried to fight against him. And of course, Tommy Sotomayor waited and waited and said, well, come on, bitch, take me to court, let's see what happens. And the Amazing Atheist, less than 2 days after getting his fucking money, said, my lawyer said it wouldn't be a good idea, so we've decided not to do it. I really, really doubt that the Amazing Atheist is a fucking lawyer in the first place. I doubt that there was any lawyer ever talked to at all. And I also doubt that anybody was going to fucking stand up and try to defend T.J. Kirk for stealing other people's fucking videos. I mean, get the fuck out of here. That's not fair use. It's not fair use to take someone else's video and just fucking hammer on them over and over and over again. That's ridiculous. So, what he does is, besides the websites, besides the road trips and all this, he has repeatedly begged money for what he says is his birthday. He has also said that he needs money for this and that. It's over and over and over. And the guy's been awful. Every time the guy has fucking attacked somebody, whether it be a rape victim or a child or something like that, they just say, well, he was angry. He's aggravated. Now, some people are going to say, Brett, a lot of this shit that this guy has done was in the past. Why don't you leave it alone and all this? Why? Because the Amazing Atheist has made countless videos falsely accusing myself as well as many other people. And his videos are still up there making money, while at the same time dirtying up a lot of people's reputations. His videos still exist today. He has not taken the opportunity to take them down. He's not taken down his videos where he tries to dirty up Tommy Sotomayor or any of the other fucking YouTubers that he tried to annihilate and steal their videos and make money off of. So as far as I'm concerned, him and the Drunken Peasants are nothing more than flushed material. They gotta go. And that's the end of it. I'm going to continue to message YouTube and report a lot of this bullshit that's going on. I'm going to continue to do what we've been talking about, ladies and gentlemen. And if YouTube doesn't do anything about it, then they can be held accountable for allowing this fucking travesty to go on for as long as it is. But the good news is whether YouTube gets around to dealing with its advertisers and dealing with its shitheads on the internet, sooner or later, the Amazing Atheist and all the bastards who are like him and look like him will be out of a job. The only job they've ever had is showing their ass on fucking video, and that's going to be over as soon as YouTube decides to make it full-fledged Netflix on this stupid ass thing. There are so many people who've lost monetization. There's so many people out there who've lost it all. It's over. So I'm glad about that. So I thought you guys might want to know. I thought you would enjoy this. I'm going to continue to do stuff like this where people are reminded of what it is that they're dealing with. Isn't it funny, though? Atheists like to make these videos saying that, oh, look, see how Christians rip people off? See how Christians lie and do shit in order to be able to scam people and all that? See how religious people fuck little kids and all that? When the amazing atheist is admitted to doing every single one of these things, but they still praise him, they worship him like a god. Isn't that weird? So what that proves is that atheists have no moral foundation. They don't fucking care at all. They don't give a shit about if society gets better. They don't care about positive changes. As long as a guy like that is considered one of the great representatives of atheism, and they let this shit pass, it shows that none of these people are any good. There's no way a motherfucker becomes this big and popular unless you've got a bunch of corrupt, nasty-ass people behind him endorsing it.
À partir de 7h30 sur Uber Eats, tu peux avoir des Monsieur Pof. Mais aller au Monsieur Pof n'est pas une option. Les lignes d'attente à Beauport pour Monsieur Pof sont épouvantables.
I am the truth. I am the Alpha and the Omega. The first and the last. The beginning and the end.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brad King from God TV Radio. I hope you're all having a blessed day. Today, we're going to do some more reporting of the drunken peasants. Ben, I've received a lot of comments from former fans of the Drunken Peasants, and they all agree that they don't give a shit if the Drunken Peasants channel go down. They say that ever since the Amazing Atheist left the show and his brother, it's been absolute crap. That the only thing Ben and Billy the Fridge does is plead for money and beg for money constantly, every single show. In fact, they say they spend more time talking about stupid shit and always advertising that they want money. And it's just ridiculous. And once, what's his name, Ben the dumbass, Rey Mysterio, ends up losing the channel, then that takes away the very little money that the account gets. I've also been reporting Patreon as well. For anyone out there that wants to know why I'm doing this, it's because Ben decided that he wanted to go after my children. He actually tried to get a hold of a former girlfriend of my son's. My son is 20 years old, and tried to get her on the phone so he could try to make my kids look bad in order to hurt me. And I made it very clear a long time ago, you can say whatever you want about me, you can be insulting and nasty or whatever, but you don't go after any of the people that I care about. And it's that simple. So today we're going to do our thing. Usually every single day I report the channel about 20 times, and it's really easy to do. I can just keep refreshing the page and reporting it for several different things. Now this is the safety and abuse, and what am I going to get him for? I'm going to get him for hate speech this time. I got him for harassment and cyberbullying. I've also got him for violent threats. He's actually got some Drunken Peasants videos where he says that he would beat my ass. Child endangerment, well, because of him fucking around with my children like he's done, he's endangering young people. Let's see, hate speech against a protected group. Well, let's find out what a hate group is. Let's take a look at that. We encourage free speech and defend everyone's right to express unpopular points of view, but we don't permit hate speech, speech which attacks or demeans a group based upon their race, their ethnic origin, their religion, their disability, their gender, their age, their veteran status, or sexual orientation. Well, Ben has claimed on several occasions that I don't work. He says that I'm disabled and makes fun of me, claiming that I just simply lay in the bed, that I'm bedridden all day, as many people have heard. Ellie has passed many jokes behind it. Some of his old drunken peasants buddies thought that would be funny. Well, I don't know if I'm going to point out if I'm disabled or not, but what I do know is since he believes I'm disabled and don't have a job, that falls into hate speech. He also knows that I'm a Christian, and he's insulted the piss out of me on a religious aspect and attacked me nonstop, basically telling me I'm a gourd believer and I'm stupid for believing in religion. So let's go with disability this time. I will refresh the page and hit him on a religious affiliation. I'm going to get him on Tommy Sotomayor for doing the races and then the bullshit, so I can get him for racist shit as well. Okay, so bam, let's hit it. And we're going to go down to where his videos are. Boy. Let's see. Well, we got to go down to which videos can we do? What videos will I report? Well, we're going to report videos that violate terms of service and community guidelines. Almost every single one of the videos does, but I want to make sure it's ones that I've actually watched. Not just going to report any old thing. Alrighty, should be around in between the 400 and 300 range. Let's take a look here. Okay. We're almost to where we need to be. Now, if one video goes down, then the channel will not be able to live broadcast anymore. And that will be that for them. Alright, we're almost there. Goodness gracious, Ben. It's going to be a lot of videos. It's going to be wiped out when your channel goes down. Yeah, you should have read the terms of service and community guidelines. I told you don't go after my loved ones, but you made fun of me for that. Oh, don't go after his family, said the right time. Well, now I'm going to go after your channel situation. And you're not going to get no money situation anymore. So that'll be that. Let's see. Come on. Where's the ones that we're looking for? Alright. Yeah, I know he talks about me on that one. That's a check. Let's go ahead and count some more. Okay. There we go. My brother is talked about in this one, as well as me. There we go. Let's see, where's the other ones that we're looking for? Okay. We're almost through. Hell, he's even using a thumbnail. I can report him for images. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see. We're almost through, folks. We're almost through. I will also go to the videos directly and report them that way. And I will also send YouTube support some more reports. It's about a 15-20 minute process. Depends on how fast I feel like going. I turn on some of my favorite music, like The Final Countdown or Metallica, Master of Puppets. And I just report the shit out of all this garbage. Now, I don't expect it to go down in 24 hours or anything like that. It takes time for YouTube to respond to shit. They've got millions and millions of people. Let's see, let's go ahead and tag that one. That's ones where they're making fun of a kid and also making fun of, let's see. Let's see. Oh, yeah, and for those out there who are wondering, yes, I plan on reporting videos of other people that the drunken peasants have attacked. Alright, this will be good for now. Got a whole bunch of stuff I'm going to be smoking. Okay, so here's what we're writing, folks. My name is Brett Keene, and I'm a Christian being attacked non-stop by atheists. Abusive videos, comments, messages, deliberately posting content in order to humiliate me, making hurtful and negative comments, videos about me, incitement to harass me. Community guidelines outline says YouTube is not a venue for things like predatory behavior, stalking, threats, harassment, bullying, or intimidation. These videos violate privacy and terms of service standards. All that you just heard is exactly what practically the entire Drunken Peasants channel does, and that is directly from the rules that Terms of Service and Community Guidelines has. So I'm very specific about what it is the videos have in them. Crosswalks. We got to do this whole robot thing. There we go. And that is that. Let's see if it works. We submit. I got to make sure I'm not a robot. And it says, thank you. We appreciate you bringing this to our attention. We will investigate your claim and take action if necessary. Thanks for helping us keep YouTube safe. No problem, YouTube. It's the least I can do. Yay! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, God bless.
Qui t'as pas encore eu les réponses, savoir. Ok.
I am the truth. I am the Alpha and the Omega. The first and the last.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brett Keene from God TV Radio. I hope you're all having a blessed day. As many of you know, I've got an agenda. As many of you have heard by now, I am reporting the Drunken Peasants channel for violating terms of service and community guidelines on YouTube. They've broken every single community guideline, every single terms of service rule out there. And I felt that we needed to look into some things. You see, Ben, I noticed, left a post over on Reddit as well as a couple other places claiming that the YouTube channel is invincible, that it's impossible to be able to take it down. I know this isn't true. He knows this isn't true. And the fact that he actually responded shows that he's got anxiety and it's making him nervous. Now, for a quick review on why I'm doing this, Mr. Ben decided that he wanted to actually get into my children's Facebook and look for personal information and tried to get a hold of one of my son's ex-girlfriends so he could try to get her on the show. We've got people out there who actually recorded what he did. showed what he had done. So I don't give a damn if there's a couple people out there that don't know what's being talked about. The fact is, he went beyond the internet and actually tried to participate in what we call cyberbullying, cyber harassment, and a cyber attack on my loved ones outside the internet. This is inappropriate, it's unacceptable, and I told him, as well as many people in the past, I said I'm not going to put up with that kind of shit. Well, there's a couple different things that we need to take a look at here, folks. One, there's a couple different ways one can skin a cat. It's not just a matter of reporting the YouTube channel. I can also, which I already have, contacted some of the advertisers. You see, anyone who monetizes their YouTube video on YouTube, they either use Google AdSense or they use some YouTube network out there. And what happens is the YouTube network connects itself to your YouTube channel, and that's how you go about getting CPMs as well as paid for views and clicks on your video. That's why you see commercials and ads in some YouTube videos out there. Now, according to this is the Drunken Peasant's stat sheet. This is public for everyone. This isn't like some kind of private information or anything like that. The Drunken Peasants made about $34. You can see on this date. $2 here, $2 there. The shows are not doing very well at all. It's only through Patreon it seems like the Drunken Peasants, Ben is getting paid as well as Billy the French. But off their actual channel, ever since DJ Kirk left, they've literally been making less than $60 a month on their channel. But I don't care. I'm going to end up taking that shit away. They used to make a weekly average of $253. Daily averages $36. This is whenever DJ Kirk was actually involved in Scotty and the other ones. But if you look at the other numbers, you can see that they're not hardly doing shit. And what I've decided to do is I don't know if it's enough just to take down the channel. I have reported them to Patreon as well, and I've showed off some different posts where their videos